Democrats, Trump and Musk betting that Americans don't care about their firing. In recent months, both Donald Trump and Elon Musk have made headlines for their handling of firings, layoffs, and terminations, whether in politics or business. Trump, who famously built a reputation for saying, "You're fired," on The Apprentice, has carried that same energy into his political career. From his time in office to his 2024 campaign, Trump has displayed a willingness to purge officials he deems disloyal or ineffective. Musk, on the other hand, has overseen mass layoffs at companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and most notably, X, formerly Twitter. Both figures seem to be operating under the belief that the American public is either indifferent to or supportive of their aggressive employment policies. For Democrats, this presents both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, the party can point to the consequences of Trump's and Musk's actions as evidence of Republican disregard for workers. On the other, they must grapple with the reality that many voters might not care, or could even view such firings as necessary for efficiency, or draining the swamp. The question becomes, can Democrats successfully convince Americans that these mass firings are not just about business or politics but about a larger pattern of disregard for everyday people? Trump's history of firings is well documented. Throughout his presidency, he dismissed numerous officials, including FBI Director James Comey, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, and a revolving door of chief staffers and cabinet members. His handling of terminations often seemed impulsive, personal, and driven by loyalty rather than merit. As he campaigns for a second term, Trump's rhetoric suggests he is prepared to clean house again, especially targeting officials he sees as part of the so-called deep state. Musk, meanwhile, has taken a similar approach in the corporate world. His acquisition of Twitter, now X, led to thousands of layoffs within weeks, often carried out with little warning or severance. Employees were cut off from their work accounts overnight, and many found out they were terminated through impersonal emails. Musk justified these moves by arguing that Twitter was bloated and inefficient, but the chaotic nature of the layoffs led to backlash. Despite this, Musk appears confident that public sentiment is on his side, banking on the idea that most people don't sympathize with tech workers and see job cuts as a necessary business decision. For Democrats, this pattern is a warning sign. It speaks to a broader Republican mindset that prioritizes power and efficiency over the well-being of workers. The party has long positioned itself as the defender of labor rights, pushing for fair wages, better job security, and stronger unions. Yet, they face an uphill battle in a political climate where many Americans, especially conservatives, have grown cynical about government institutions and corporate accountability. The challenge for Democrats is that Trump and Musk represent two different but overlapping strains of public sentiment. Trump appeals to working-class voters who feel abandoned by the political establishment, even if his policies don't always serve their interests. Musk, meanwhile, resonates with libertarians, tech enthusiasts, and anti-establishment figures who see job cuts and corporate shakeups as necessary disruptions. Together, they reinforce the idea that firings are just part of doing business, whether in government or the private sector. Public reactions to high-profile terminations have been mixed. Some Americans see Trump's firings as a necessary move against corruption, while others view Musk's layoffs as a harsh but unavoidable business reality. The media landscape plays a crucial role in shaping these perceptions. Right-wing outlets often frame these firings as strong leadership, while left-leaning media highlights their cruelty and instability. This divide makes it difficult for Democrats to land a clear message that resonates across the political spectrum. Democrats need a strategy that goes beyond just condemning Trump and Musk's actions. They must connect these firings to broader economic insecurity and argue that unchecked corporate and political power harms everyday Americans. Simply criticizing Trump's loyalty-based firings or Musk's tech layoffs won't be enough. Instead, they should focus on policy solutions, such as stronger worker protections, corporate accountability measures, and reforms that prevent political purges in government. The 2024 election will be a test of whether Americans truly care about these firings. If Trump wins, it could signal that voters prioritize ideological loyalty over stability in government. If Musk continues to thrive despite his layoffs, it might suggest that corporate America can get away with treating workers as disposable. Democrats must decide whether to accept this reality or fight to shift public opinion. Ultimately, Trump and Musk are betting that most Americans either support the decisions or don't care enough to push back. For Democrats, the challenge is proving them wrong. If they fail, it could reinforce a dangerous precedent where power, not accountability, determines who stays and who goes, in both government and business. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more news updates.